So, good morning, all of you. Today we discuss about the depreciation and taxes. About the depreciation and taxes term or concept. So, this depreciation is nothing but the depreciation is nothing but a decrease in particular value or asset, decrease in particular value or asset after certain time or after certain use, after certain time or after certain use. So that decrease in particular physical asset property as time passes or as we use that particular machine, that decrement in that particular property value is nothing but a depreciation. So suppose we consider one example. Some machine or one machine we used for a period of 3 years. For a period of 3 years. So after 3 years, that machine loses its efficiency or cannot work properly at the end of the third year. At the end of the third year. Now at the end of third year, we require to replace that old machine by purchasing a new machine of having some cost of 100 rupees. Cost of 100 rupees. Now that 100 rupees now you collected from that firm's income or firm's profit, from firm's profit, and now collecting that amount from firm's profit, you purchase that particular machine. Now instead of providing some provision at the end of the third year, we distribute this total amount. Yearly. So 100 we can divide during 3 years. So 100 divided by 3, 33 rupees we consider each year deduction for purchasing of the new machine. So a total deduction, instead of to reflect the total deduction for purchasing new machine at the end of the third year, now it is reflected in each year. For purchasing that new old machine. So such provision is called as the depreciation. So as time passes, in another word we can say that it is some decrement in particular property value or asset value as time passes or as we use a particular property or assets. So that depreciation, again, it is an annual deduction from firm's income before tax paying whatever that income. So from that income, that depreciation amount is deducted. So it is an annual deduction. From firm's income. So this is nothing but depreciation. So that depreciation we can apply for property assets, or that property asset may be plants or maybe machinery or another reserves or resources reserves. So such cases we can apply this depreciation concept. So now for this, which property we can consider for the depreciation concept or depreciation terms? So these are nothing but that property or a particular asset should give some income. And for that property we can apply this depreciation term. So that property or asset which give income yearly, that considered under the depreciation concept. Another one, that life of that particular property or asset should be more than 1 year. In such cases we can apply the depreciation. Also we can apply that for some part of that particular machine which are wear out or losses its efficiency, some due to from the natural causes. In such cases also we can apply the depreciation concept. And we cannot use this depreciation concept for the stock values or inventories, stock values, or some investment property. For such cases we cannot use the depreciation term. So these are used for the property which produce income, having life more than 1 year. Some parts which are wear out or losses their value due to the natural causes, and we cannot use for the inventory stock of investment. So such depreciation term we can use for the physical property or assets. Now again, one more term is a depletion. These are very similar to the depreciation. But for the machineries, for plants, we use the depreciation. But for minerals, for the minings, timbers, petroleums, for such cases, and natural resources, in such cases, we cannot use that depreciation term is now give another name as a depletion. Depreciation term give another name as depletion. So that depletion we use for such products, such as the mining products or timber products, petroleum products, minerals. Such cases we can use this depletion term. So this depletion term again reduction in that. So depletion that reflect that reduction of that product resource. So that production reduction in that production reserves that to consider in the depletion account. So we consider two types of the depletions, or we can consider two types of the depletion as a cost depletion and the percentage depletion. So some loss in that product we observe, and how we can consider this loss of particular product, or how we can consider that loss of that particular product, cost of that loss of that particular product, that we considered in terms of the cost depletion or percentage depletion. So whatever the total quantity of mineral or other resources acquired, and for that particular amount we can assign some proportionate amount. Of total resource, cost that we extracted from that particular reserve. Suppose we consider some example from that oil reserve. We extract. Suppose we extract 100 liter of oil. Now during that extracting that 100 liter of oil from that reserve, 1 liter oil is going wasted. So that cost of that 1 liter oil we must consider, and we must put that particular wasted cost of that particular oil on that 100 liter of oil. So 100 liter of oil, suppose having cost of 100 rupees. So for 1 liter that cost, suppose we consider as 1 rupees. So that 1 rupees is distributed on the 100 rupees or 100 liter of that particular oil. So that 1 rupee is distributed on the 100 liter of that particular oil. So such consideration is made in this cost depletion. So some particular amount or proportionate amount of the total resources is considered for this cost depletion. And another one is the percentage depletion. In this case, certain percentage of that gross income from that property, are considered as a depletion, for such reserves, or such resources. So that cost here considered as a some proportionate amount of the total resources proportionate amount of total resources cost that we extracted, and here that cost here we consider in terms of percentage of the total gross income, from that property. So that depletion we consider in terms of cost or in terms of the percentage. So there are two terms we consider here as one is the depreciation and another is the depletion. So depreciation term we consider for the physical assets. This is also depletion also for physical asset, but these properties have some losses, uh, uh, for the particular resource, losses that we observe for the particular reserves of that particular product, reserves of the product. So that organization should consider the depreciation amount or depreciation amount before that filling of that income tax. Or these are the expenses. These are the expenses we should consider. For before finalize that financial results. Before finalize that financial result of the particular engineering project. So before income tax, we should consider this depreciation or depletion amount, and also this income tax, the tax values are also cash outflows, or this money is going out from that firm's income. That money is going out from that firm's income. So these are the cash outflow that also we should consider before preparing the financial result of that engineering project. So this depreciation and depletions are considered for the financial result before they considering the financial result of that particular company. So what are the major causes? What are the major causes of that particular depreciation? What are the major causes of particular depreciation? Now for depreciation, there are four major causes. There are 4 to 5 major causes. So major cause is nothing but wear and tear. Wear and tear. So each particular physical property asset or that particular machine have some wear and tear as time passes. Or as that assets are used, and due to that their use, they are wear out or tear out, and efficiency of that particular machine or particular property is go down. That efficiency is go down, and as that efficiency go down, we should consider that decreasing efficiency. We can consider that decreasing efficiency. So as that efficiency decreases, its value of that particular machine is go down, and certainly that depreciation arises, and this we can apply to the plant, machineries, or building, furniture, tools, etc. So for machineries or furniture, tools, wear and tear observed, and that wear and tear we can consider in terms of depreciation annually. So this is the major cause of considering the depreciation. So as time passes, value of that particular asset reduces. We should consider in terms of depreciation. So this is the one major cause of for considering the depreciation. Now effusion of time. As time passes, for certain assets, as time passes, their value reduces. And that we consider for the depreciation, and that are nothing but the copyright, patent rights, or leasehold applications. So such applications, leasehold applications, patents, copyrights, for such cases, as time passes, their value reduces, and that reduction in that value we can consider depreciation. So this is second major cause of the depreciation. Now third cause is the exhaustion. So certain resources, some resources are exhausted over period of time, or deteriorate over period of time, such as the mines, oil wells, forest dams, that are exhausted during period of time, and that we can consider for the depreciation. So on account of continuous extraction oil, mines, etc., that are completely exhausted after a certain period of time, and that we can consider for the depreciation. This is the another cause, obsolescence. Now obsolescence is nothing but due to the certain inventions or due to certain innovations. old products are replaced out. Old products are replaced out, and for such cases, we should consider depreciation. So as that inventions are come into that market, new inventions come into the market. So old products, suppose consider that old mobiles. Now old keypad mobiles are replaced by the touchscreen mobiles. So as touchscreen mobiles come into the market, that old mobiles, old keypad mobiles are now obsolete from that market. Or CRT TVs, old CRT TVs are now replaced by the LED TVs. So that new inventions come as a LED TV, that CRT TV now replaced by that LED TV. Or some change in fashions that are also we can observe, change in fashions, or some external factors that are absolute that old product, and due to which we for such reasons we should consider some amount, and due to which we can sustain, or we can intact that owner's capital should intact with due to the for such external factors, and other causes due to decrease in market value. So that market values are decreased due to some financial decisions taken by government, or some new inventions. So due to such cases, that market value drastically reduces, and for such cases or for such causes we should provide some money. So that we can sustain in that market, or some accident for the particular assets. In that case, we should provide some money, and that money is useful for considering these of the causes, and we can sustain in that particular business. If we cannot provide some money for such cases, and if that particular inventions come into the market, then it is very difficult to match. Such new changes in that market, and for match or so cope up with that new changes in that market due to new inventions, or some exhaustion of that particular resources, or some financial decisions made by that government, or some wear and tear, or effusion of time. In such cases, we should provide some money. Due to which we can sustain in that particular market. So this is nothing but the depreciation. This depreciation allow that particular businessman or owner's capital value should remain intact as it is that he invested before some time. So this is nothing but a depreciation or depletion. In depletion we consider for this mines, forest stands, such a deteriorating assets. That assets that are deteriorated for as time passes, for such assets we can use this term depletion. These are the major causes. These are some consideration for depletion. Or these are the some. What are the properties come under the depreciation? And what is depreciation? Is nothing but a provision made to purchase a new machine or property. As the time passes, that asset reduces its value, and to remain in that particular business or remain that capital intact in that particular business, we should provide some amount. That amount is called nothing but depreciation. So we discuss here depreciation and taxes. We discuss here different taxes, major causes of the depreciation, like this. Now we go toward this object of making provision for the depreciation.